came on a boat.
This is cheap labor. This is cheap labor.
I don't want your cheap labor. You're probably getting paid more than people my age, and you're able to claim this whilst also coming from a country that isn't fleeing persecution.
Migration, is it too much? Could be too much for you, but it's not too much for the
Because you're benefiting off it.
Tell your government.
The state's already telling you this.
The government.
The state, okay, listen.
No,
the state is already telling you.
The BBC always
The BBC told you to come here.
Yes, yes.
Oh, so you're not paying tax?
Cash in hand. I never paid cash for a long time.
Okay, the man not paying tax. If I had my way and the Conservative right had my way, you would never have originally been promised, because of an idle government, the promise that you should have come here in the first place. Okay, my friend, what is your name, and can I have a handshake just for...
Yeah, sure. My name is Ikalo. You might call me a refugee here, but I'm not. I'm a worker. I've been invited by the system here. The British system, the British newspaper always give you the way to come in. They tell you, today 100 people came through Cali. People don't know, but they put it in the media. They tell you. And the British media, they say, okay, we tried to return people to France, but the European Union stopped us. This way, they're telling the laborers from Africa, young people like me, to come here. Once they come here, they call them migrant, illegal immigrant, while they allow them. They lead them the way in.
Do you think, so here's a good question. So, of course, I imagine you came here for like a worker's visa, right?
No. I came as a worker, but they call me asylum seeker. I came through Cali.
So you came on a boat?
I never tried an airplane from Africa here.
Did you come from a boat?
From a boat, yes.
Yeah. So you did not come through the legal means by which you can come here as a worker. You need to get here.
What is legal?
Okay, you would go through either a work visa, a student visa, some form of dependency scheme, a workers scheme in which your labour is valued by the UK government. So what you are is unfortunately an illegal citizen of a country. You've come here. Where have you originally come from?
But this is what you call it. I come from Eritrea.
Pardon?
Eritrea is Ethiopia, Eritrea, East Africa, yeah.
So what is the current persecution that you're facing within Ethiopia?
It is not about persecution.
Okay, so why did you come through a point of access which is traditionally for refugees, even though you're not, and you've admitted that the motivation for why you're coming here is because you're a worker and not someone who's trying to seek asylum? What you're doing is actually, interestingly, the gentleman that I had a discussion with over there, he was mentioning about tribalism and this divisiveness, but individual profiles like yourself are simply proving the point from individuals like myself, because you're actually an individual who came here via boat and illegal means. They didn't deport you. You came through, you claimed asylum, then you began to work. Now, can I ask a question? Is your work here legal or illegal? Do you have a national insurance number?
Okay,
Are you documented?
Let me tell you everything.
Yeah,
to tell you everything. People in third world country, in another world, they tell them that there are jobs here. They paid in pounds. A lot of money can make money in this country, and they lead you to come in. And we come in, the system, maybe it's too much for the people in England because they don't have enough jobs, but it's too little. Immigration is too little for the capitalists because they want cheaper labor. Instead of employing you for 20 pounds, they make you a cheaper labor.
A capitalist
so capitalist doesn't care about race, it cares only about cheaper labor. That's why they are allowing us.
That is simply not true.
That's why they are allowing us.
That is simply not true.
That's not allowed. That's why allowed us. And another thing
that is not
about you or Tommy Robinson, there are many.
Okay, so originally you were sold. So firstly, the type of language pounds being given to you, this is very much the description of illegal work. So you were promised that if you came here illegally, you could receive illegal work and profit off that, off the cusp of this poor capitalist system. Now, firstly, we have the most lucrative welfare system here in the States. And I prefer, in this country, that sort of welfare. Yeah, the Windrush generation did.
It is not good welfare. Could be welfare for you.
He didn't. He came on a boat.
This is cheap labor. This is cheap labor.
I don't want your cheap labor. I don't want you cheap labor.
Okay, tell the state that is allowing me.
Yes, we will.
We will
tell you. We are going to tell you.
Maybe the people are not happy, but the state is happy because the capitalists, they run the state, and the state is allowing people for cheap labor.
I am telling you now.
And you allow people to come in and you blame me. Don't blame me. Blame your state.
I'm not going to. I'll blame the government. Okay, I'm going to blame the government.
And don't blame the Muslim, and don't blame the Christian. Everybody, if he come here, he will live his own values. The Jewish can live the Jewish way. They are living. You never criticize them.
Okay,
You criticize
Jews
the
came
Muslim.
illegally.
If he's a Muslim, let him live as
Okay.
a Muslim.
Okay, so
Come into this country. I do not have to
before you
change
run,
my
sir,
face.
before you run,
Every people have to live
before
the
you
way
run.
they live.
before you
Don't separate them.
Before you rant,
Yes.
I just want to make this very clear.
Sure.
So, firstly, as someone who I think has got a good perspective touring around the UK across different migrant hotel campaigns, I can tell you the people of the United Kingdom and Northern Ireland do not want you here if you come here illegally. If I had my way and the Conservative right had my way, you would never have originally been promised, because of an idle government, the promise that you should have come here in the first place. You should have been never promised that you could come here illegally. You should have never been promised that you could get illegal work here. You should have never been accepted refugee status. You should have never been had this prospect in your mind by smugglers, because that's imagine who told you that you could come here.
So change the capitalist. You have to change the capitalist here who are allowing cheaper labor.
It's a relatively
they prefer
new-
me than
it's
you.
a relatively-
You're not going to work for
Okay.
£10. That's why they preferring me. So
Okay.
if you don't like it, if you are the people, if you think you can do
Yeah,
the job,
it's illegal to pay
tell
you.
the state. Tell
It's
your
illegal
state.
to pay you.
Tell
Hold
your
on.
government.
The state's already
You have
telling
to
you
become
this.
the government.
The state. Okay, listen.
No,
the
the
state
in
is
this
already
country,
telling you.
the BBC always
The
making-
BBC told you to
making
come
it-
here.
Yes. They say, oh, we are not able to send people away. We cannot return to Rwanda. We paid a lot of money in Rwanda, but we cannot do it. When the
They did
people
not
tell
tell
me that,
He's
that
telling me the
means I can
BBC
leave.
told him to come here illegally.
Yes.
Man,
everything
if
there.
there was ever a good way
Yes.
of saying not pay your TV license, that is through this man here. Now, look,
Don't blame us.
no,
Don't blame
I'm
these people.
equally blaming you.
These
I'm
are-
blaming the Labour
these
Party,
are
the
young
Conservative
people,
Party, and
these
also
are
yourself.
laborers. They deserve better pay. They deserve better life.
Okay,
The system here.
in your country to come here.
The system they
Smugglers.
make glamorous.
Smugglers.
They tell you this country is beautiful. No.
smugglers told you.
Even they can't control
You
the.
see what your history looks like.
They are allowing people to come in.
Very proud of
So
it.
don't tell
Proud of it.
You have no
Your
right
black
to tell.
ancestors.
So you
sold
are
many
proud of
slaves.
capitalism.
that's true.
The capitalists want cheap labor. You will have.
Did you not go around the world?
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll talk right here.
The
Do
capitalists,
you want to?
even the shop owners, the little shop owners still want a cheaper labor.
Where does the government
That's why
say
they prefer
within British
the
law?
migrants than the British.
Okay, when within the law of the UK does it state that you can be worked under the minimum wage, or you can work cash in hand and you can come here illegally? Because the law does not say that.
You can. I always worked under minimum wage. Many times I worked cash in hand. But the system, they know, because the capitalists are benefiting, they never catch you. They never stop it. If the system want to
Well,
stop
the
it,
capitalists
I know
are the
it.
lawmakers of this
I'm
country, and
registered
they say not to be here.
self-employed. I'm registered self-employed, but I
You
work
shouldn't be if
under
you're a
minimum
refugee.
wage.
Okay, if you're a refugee,
Sometimes they
you
pay us
shouldn't be
£6
working.
per hour. We work it.
If you're a refugee,
They
you should
just
not be
said-
paying. You should not be working in this way.
Not refugee now. Now I'm British. I have British passport.
Okay.
I make
So
alliance
this
with
man,
the king.
fleeing no
But this
persecution from
passport is
Ethiopia,
just a
got
pass.
told by the BBC to come here illegally, and now he has a British passport, citizenship,
yeah, I
and
have
he's
now.
probably getting paid more than most people here cash in hand.
Yes. So migration, is it too much?
Deport.
Could be too much for you, but it's not too much for the
Because you're benefiting off
capitalist.
it.
I'm not benefiting
no,
of
the
it.
capitalists
Even I'm
and
not
also
feeling home
yourself.
still, you
you
know?
understand that there's an equal, and before you interrupt me, there is an equal responsibility on you for taking advantage of the system, and for the system makers in the first place, that being the Labour Party and the Conservatives. We need to both blame in paramount you and also the government if you came here illegally. Because firstly, the fence was open, there's a hole in the fence. Secondly, there's a man who goes through the hole, which is you, taking benefit of the other side of the fence. Now, if you're not fleeing persecution, what you're doing is delegitimizing the genuine claim of people fleeing persecution. What you're doing is fueling people like ethno-nationalists who have the rhetoric, who want no foreigners within this country. You're being used as an example by them to ensure that no one who is genuinely fleeing persecution can actually benefit from this charitable system.
Do you think a job to work underpaid labor, is a system to be exploited? There is nothing to be
You're not
exploited
talking about Labour.
There is
You're
no any
talking
good
about
here, man.
you're talking about the spaces
paid
for
less than
people
a human being.
genuinely person.
I never been to hospital
You've
for
got
the
a
last
North
50,
Face
40
jacket
years.
on. You've got jeans. You've got shoes. You've got belly in
Jeans
your
is made
tummy.
in China. This is made in China. Thanks to the workers of
No,
China.
it's cash in hand.
Who are being paid by the government.
Yeah.
And they've been able to
Cash in
invest.
hand, North Face jacket, jeans, shoes, food in his belly, and alternatively, we've got people in Ukraine. We have people in other persecuted countries who could generally be here without divisiveness if individuals like him didn't take advantage of a lucrative system. The issue is not just with some of the people on the more dissident right fueling this, it's also people like you on the opposite side of the spectrum who is the absolute epitome was what's wrong with the migration system. You have nice clothes, I imagine you're well fed, you're probably getting paid more than people my age, and you're able to claim this whilst also coming from a country that isn't fleeing persecution. What persecution were you facing in Ethiopia?
So there are two needs in this country. Maybe the people, they think there is too much migration and this country is not enough. They have to speak to the state so the state can control the borders. They
But
have to control the
alternatively,
borders and to
you just
allow
couldn't come
people
in.
control, allow people just to come by control.
Alternatively, you
but
just
there
didn't
is
have to come
the
in.
other side, there are the capitalists who don't want to employ him. You, Englishman, oh, you want to ask 20
Alternatively-
pounds, 30 pounds. No, you're not good worker.
Alternatively,
I'm going to bring
you
a
just don't have to
Nigerian
come here.
man who do the job. I'm going to bring the Eritrean man to do the job. That's what they do.
Well, what's stopping you?
Capitalism, you know,
What's stopping
doesn't
you?
have color. It's only about saving money. They want
what is
cheap
stopping you?
labor.
What is
So
stopping
you
you?
have to fight against
Yeah.
the capitalists.
Well, what is stopping you right now?
And then
Okay.
one of you will win.
How long have you been here in the UK? Just
20
roughly.
years.
20 years, okay.
Yeah.
What is stopping you from 20 years ago
Yeah.
going to a British embassy,
Yes.
seeking legally
Yes.
a worker's visa,
Yes.
then receiving documents
Yeah.
to actually pay into the system? Because if it's cash in hand, you're not paying tax, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not paying tax.
Cash in hand. I never paid cash for a long time.
Okay, the man not paying tax.
long
Okay,
time.
this is getting
I'm paid under
Come on,
minimum wage.
this is a smart
Seriously, I'm paid under minimum wage.
How much are you paid
I'm
an
paid
hour?
very poor.
How much you paid an
But
hour?
because the capitalists want me
How
here,
much you
I'm
paid
going
an-
to stay.
how much you paid an
It's
hour?
less than minimum wage anyway.
What's that though, according to you?
So say 10 pounds.
That's not minimum.
It is, yeah. Minimum wage is
I'm
11.
underage. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. Not for me.
Minimum wage is
Not for
11.
me. I'm 17. That's okay.
I know the capitalists in need for me.
£10
There
an
is
hour.
space for me with the
Okay.
capitalist here. Yes, I'm staying.
Okay. What do you do? What
But
do you
maybe
work?
not for the people.
Pardon. What do you work?
In construction. I work
So
construction.
a construction job, £10 an hour.
Yeah.
Right. You
Sometimes.
could have got here on a worker's visa, actually contributed,
Yeah.
paid taxes, but instead, what you've decided to do, and this is the question I'm going to ask you:
Yeah.
why did you not come here through legal means? Why did you come here illegally? Is it just purely because it's easier, or?
It is legal. For me, it is legal.
No. It's illegal.
The way I came, it is
No,
legal.
it's not,
Because
it's
if
legal.
the state opened the border and accepted me,
There's a
it is
difference-
legal.
There's a difference between.
They know I'm a worker.
buddy.
I'm looking for work.
Buddy, there's a difference
And they know
between
what they are
liberty-
benefiting behind.
How did you arrive here, bro?
It is.
A boat. You just said it. From
by boat?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Man took a
boat.
dinghy, got paid £10 an hour.
I know
and not
England,
paid
the
tax.
oldest capitalist system, who want only workers. They don't care about
Okay.
whether you are legal or illegal.
Was he escaping?
They want
No,
you
he's
just
in
to fill the
Ethiopia.
gap. This is what England is.
Me and you could get on a plane right now to Ethiopia, and yeah, maybe there's a bit of racism there, but I'd have no problem. Some tribalism. All right. Okay, even better. There's nothing wrong with me going right now to Ethiopia, but for whatever reason, this man needs to hop on from a dinghy through an NGO to Calais to Dover, not pay taxes, and get paid more than what 16-year-olds do when they're working legally, actually sometimes paying into the system.
The capitalist system is like the colonial. These are colonial
Stop.
powers.
Okay.
This is the continuation of colonialism. They want cheap labor. They allow you, oh guys, for a cheap labor. They don't allow you because you are beautiful, they like you. No. So
Okay.
they allowed us because they want our labor.
So you know there's
they
a
want
difference
our
between
use.
that there
when
is-
we get
there
old,
is
they might
no-
get rid of
okay,
us.
there is
this
n-
is always capitalism.
There is no.
So you have to be nationalist to make a national government that
So
look
do
after you.
do you agree
not
that
after only saving money.
Do you agree that we need stricter borders?
No, it's up to you.
No, I'm asking you, if you had your way, would you open the borders?
For
or
me,
close
it's
them?
too much. There is too much coming in this country. The Chinese doesn't allow that much of people to their country. The Russians don't allow that much
So will you go home?
of foreign born
So-
people
so
to
if-
come to
You are
Russia.
home, brother.
No, it's up to you.
Even Russia is much.
Okay.
Look, Russia is more
Okay.
richer than England.
Okay. If I pay for your flight to Ethiopia, right?
No, the capitalists want me.
Hold on,
I
hold
know
on.
the capital.
Hold on.
This country is not for you.
Hold on.
This is for the bankers, for the capitalists.
Okay. So I've got a question.
They want me.
If I paid for your flight to Ethiopia
You
right
are
now,
poor, man. What do you have?
no, okay. If I pay for
You
your
are
flight,
from North
Hold on.
England?
If I pay, 1 second.
Yeah.
If I make sure to pay for your flight to Ethiopia,
Yeah.
would you go back, considering that you want tighter borders here?
I can pay your flight to Glasgow or to Sheffield or train ticket. I can pay that one.
I'm very needed here. I have money for hire.
How much money do you have right now?
I have.
How much money?
I have money.
How much money do you have?
But I have enough money.
How much is
Yes,
the
I
money?
work under minimum wage.
How much money do you have?
But still I have money. You can't make money in England. This is a capitalist state.
Why do you want
Why
to
are
know
you
how much money?
speaking from there?
Wait, how much money do you? How much money do you
I have enough money.
How much is enough?
From there, right?
What do you want? How much is enough for you? Is million enough? Million pounds, is it enough?
Well, do
Is
you
it
have a
10 million
million?
enough? No.
Do you-
Depend on the people. For
Okay.
me, I have enough money.
Hey, guys,
Go ahead.
stop, please, for life of me. I know you're a bit enthusiastic, and I know you're enthusiastic, and I know certainly you are. So relax. Okay. So here's the thing. So the issue is not with the fact you're getting paid £10 an hour, because I imagine your outgoings are not that much. You said you have enough money. When I offered to pay for your flight to Ethiopia, you admitted that migration is too high and that you would close the border. Now, for me, you could go perfectly through a legal means of migration, but I really want to pose questions to you right now. So, what are your outgoings looking like? Like, how much you have to pay in bills? Because I want to compare that to the native British population and how much they have to pay. So, rent, like what your accommodation look like, that sort of thing.
When I told you I get paid under minimum wage.
Yep.
So I've been exploited for my labor. I've been called to this country.
You've
They give me
exploited this
good
country.
image, but I'm living under poverty level, you know?
Do you
this
own a
country
house?
is not comfortable.
Do you own a house?
No, I don't.
Where do you live? Like apartment, house?
Yeah, I live in a flat.
Is it council owned?
But it is not about personal, my friend.
No. I'm
telling
not
you,
asking for your
if
address.
a person is paid under labor,
I'm not
I'm
asking
poor,
I'm not asking for your address.
but I'm
here.
needed by the
No,
capitalists.
I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll agree with that.
Yeah. So don't blame me.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay, I'm not gonna blame
if
you.
If you think it's too
I'm
much,
not gonna blame you.
You
Hold on,
blame
hold on.
the nation.
Okay, I blame
Don't blame the left, the
I blame
laborers.
the- okay.
No, the nation, the police are
I
allowing.
blame- okay.
The immigration officer are allowing people to
I
come in.
blame that.
because they've been told like this by the capitalist system in
My
this
friend,
country.
my friend. Okay.
That's it.
So, I agree with you.
Yes.
But can we continue onwards? So, I want to know firstly that the apartment that you own does the council give you it or are you paying rent?
I'm telling you, I live in a very bad situation. I paid less than minimum wage.
You keep on telling
I'm
me
being
that.
exploited.
But do you live in a council house or do you live in?
It is not about personal. But
I'm not
when
asking
I tell
for
you
your
I don't have
address.
money, you tell me where do you spend it? If I'm rich, I will tell you.
I'm not asking
this
for your
is my
address.
villa, this is my thing.
I'm not asking for your address. I'm just.
No,
Are you provided housing by the council?
I live in a room in a shared flat in a house where I have 5 rooms.
Yeah.
I rent 1 room.
So you rent
Yeah.
in London.
Yes. In London. Yes.
Okay. And the people that you rent with, do you know them or are they just other workers?
Oh, that's too much. I can't go to.
Okay, you can't tell me that. Fair
That's
enough. So the profile I'm looking at is
Yeah.
you're living with 5 other people in a
Yes.
shared apartment in London.
Yes.
You work for under £10 a
wage.
day. Now, you're living in a situation that a lot of Londoners are living in which, for me, it means that your outgoings are either not are pretty good, or because you're not declaring taxes and you're self-employed, you're just pocketing the
What
money.
tax?
that
I
people
do
would.
declare. I didn't tell you I don't declare. I
You just
declare,
told me.
but I don't pay tax because my income is very low. There is
Okay.
a threshold where you don't
You
pay
mean
tax.
under the threshold? Okay.
They know that I'm poor. I'm not earning enough. So the tax office send me, oh, this year you don't have to pay anything. They send me back.
Do you claim
So
benefits?
it's legal.
Do you
It's
claim
legal.
benefits?
Depend on my income. Sometimes when income is low, then yeah, I get help with
So you
housing
supplement your
benefit,
income
universal
through benefits,
credit. Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. So you supplement your income through benefits that you receive, universal credit, I imagine. You live in a shared
Look,
apartment.
the landowner
Yeah.
before, when they have the slave, when there
You're
is
not a
work
slave.
time, they feed them.
You're not a slave.
And when there is no rain, when there is no rain, when there is no work, even they have to feed them to make them prepare to work for the next year harvest. So this is the way they do it. The system.
I'm asking
the
this question about his living situation.
So the system.
If he doesn't
This
make a
is.
certain amount, then he has to.
Yeah, and I'm asking that question because
But he's working.
wait, do you
So
not
don't
think?
blame
brother,
immigrants.
If you earn a certain
Even me,
amount,
I
would
know
you pay
this
that
is
tax?
too much coming in this country, but don't blame us. Blame your
Okay,
system.
Listen, bro. Listen.
Blame the
The
system.
reason I do. I
Yeah.
blame. Okay, like I said, I blame the man who made the hole in the fence, and I blame the man who went under the fence as well. Right?
Yes.
If there.
Blame the man who didn't do the fence very well.
Yeah, and also blame the man who walked in, even though very
But
obviously.
if you are benefiting of my labor, you might be benefiting from my
Like
labor.
you guys
Yeah.
did, right? You guys did it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you condemn that. Do you condemn British
I blame me
colonization?
before I blame
Africa?
you first.
Hold
I
on.
blame myself.
Okay.
And many
we
British
should
are
have done better.
benefiting as well of
Do you condemn
migrants.
British
They want cheap
colonization?
labor. They want
Okay,
people who do
so I
the
condemn them for the
washing,
same thing.
who do the
What I'm saying
cleaning
is I
of
blame myself
streets.
first. I blame
They
Africans
want
first.
people who clean the toilets.
Okay, no, blame him and
They want
also the
people who
government. I
work
blame
in
the government
Amazon.
first.
Okay, do you go to your
then him.
government
So
first? You blame
Yes.
many of them
yes.
are benefit.
No, I'm not. Listen, Keir Starmer, Boris Johnson, Rishi Sunak, Liz Truss, all of the individuals who oversaw this terrible migration policy
Not individuals,
are
it is the
equally
system.
the first port of call to blame. Then it's him because, of course, he took advantage of it. Now, it's like for
It's not advantage to take
How
care.
do you present me with an advantage that's going to benefit me?
But it's illegal. If
Being
it's
the person that gave the opportunity.
it's like, for example, if HMRC, if you
Thank
knew
you,
that
boss.
you were earning over the threshold, but HMRC was more likely than not going to investigate you, the government,
this is what I was gonna ask.
the
Yeah,
government,
go ahead.
the government was not to blame for the fact that you.
Took advantage of
Yeah,
law.
but the government should have done something, but they didn't, and you did something which you shouldn't have done. So both are equal to blame.
Wait, no, wait. Let me ask you. I was going to present.
Actually, in fact, I'm going to do this rule. If you're not sitting on a chair, you can't speak. So, my friend,
No, I'm not even going to.
my friend, unless you want to say anything else, I think
Yeah, good to talk to you. Don't blame the migrants. We are workers here. We paid less than minimum wage. If you have system to fix, please fix your system. If you feel you are not empowered to fix it, you organize yourself. Saying England for the English is not bad. Do it like that,
hear it from him.
and don't allow people to come in and then exploit them. Stop capitalism. Capitalism.
Listen, man in the female sunglasses,
Thank you
please
very
go
much.
away.
Thank you very much.